May I come in, sir?
Please come in.
Good evening, sir.
Shivika Hans?
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat, Shivika.
Thank you, sir.
Shivika, give a brief introduction, please.
Sir, my name is SHIVIKA Hans. I was born and brought up in Rajpura, Punjab. I have done my graduation in BA Honours in English from SD College, Chandigarh, and I am currently pursuing my Masters in English. And my hobbies are copperplate calligraphy, vinyasa yoga, and journaling.
What exactly is vinyasa yoga? Can you just give some detail about that?
Sir, vinyasa yoga, it is a form of yoga in which there is a constant movement from one pose to other, and vinyasa itself also means connection. So there is a connection between the poses and also a connection between each breath and the pose.
Right, now what attracts you towards the civil services as a career option?
Sir, I believe that civil services, it provides a wide diversity of opportunities, and I enjoy at this moment also I enjoy interacting with people, and I believe that civil services would be a very good platform for me to serve the society.
Now tell me, have you heard of the term bullet train?
Yes, sir.
Why is it so called? Is it because it's as fast as a bullet?
So yes, it is, from what I can recall, it is because of its speed.
So the name has been given because of the speed?
Sir, I'm not very certain, but
It's actually been given because of the shape of its nose. The shape of the nose resembles a bullet.
Thank you, sir.
Now, have you heard of this term IR 4.0? Industrial Revolution
Yes, sir.
4.0.
Yes, sir.
I want you to capture its essence in 3 or 4 sentences.
Sir, the Industrial Revolution 4.0, it talks about advancement advancement in science and technology, with the focus on newer technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and Internet of Things. And
So you took as your optional sociology.
yes, sir.
Throw some light about Sanskritization. Who gave us this term?
Sir, the term was given by M.N. Srinivas, and Sanskritization refers to when a low caste, it tries to copy the customs and traditions of the twice born Dvij caste.
And what is reverse Sanskritization?
So reverse Sanskritization, it refers to when the upper caste, they try to emulate the lower caste for benefits that can be like affirmative action.
Can you give me an example? What are the kind of practices that they adopt?
Sir, I cannot recall it at the moment.
Right. Thank you.
All right, you come from Rajpura
Yes.
or Patiala?
Sir, Rajpura is a town in the district of Patiala.
Well, why is Rajpura famous?
Sir, Rajpura is famous for temple, Nalas Mandir, and it is also historically it is famous because many of the refugees after the partition, they shifted to Rajpura.
Okay, you have done your graduation from GGDSD college. Is this GCG Chandigarh or different?
No, sir, this is different. I am currently pursuing my masters from GCG 11.
Okay, so GCG is different. All right. Okay, you are pursuing in English literature,
Yes, sir.
right? So this is a 2-year course.
Yes, sir.
So this is first year of your course or second?
Second year, sir.
Second year. So what are the subjects in the second?
So there are Indian writings in English, literary theory, American literature, and there is research methodology.
American literature.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are you reading in American literature?
Sir, we have read poetry of Adriana Rick and a play of August Wilson.
Which
The
one? Angus
Piano.
Wilson?
August Wilson.
August Wilson. Okay. Which one?
the piano lesson.
Okay. And any novel?
The focus, it has been poetry and play. Another play was Buried Child.
Okay, the buried child. Oh, the buried child.
Yes, sir.
What do you understand by the term epiphany? Epiphany.
Sir, I cannot recollect it at the moment.
Okay. Uh, epiphany, you won't know. What is stream of consciousness?
Sir, the stream of consciousness, it is a writing style in which the mental growth of a character is also seen, and what is going inside the mind of the protagonist, and it has been employed by Virginia Woolf and James Joyce in
James
Ulysses.
Joyce.
Yes, sir.
Any prominent work by James Joyce?
Sir, Ulysses is
And
the portrait of an artist of a young man.
the portrait?
The portrait of I do not recall it.
Is it portrait of portrait of an artist as a young man? Portrait of a young man as an artist? The portrait of a young man as an artist? What is the name? How do you use the? Do you understand the anaphoric use of the? What is anaphoric use? You must have read grammar. So what is anaphoric use of the? ग्रामर तो पहले साल पढ़ाते हैं क्या गल कंफ्यूज नहीं हो सोच के दस नहीं okay no problems you are not supposed to know everything okay so your subject was sociology
Yes, sir.
right okay let us what is it that Punjabis they don't want to work as a clerk in our own country but they will work as janitors in Canada?
Yes, sir.
What is the sociological reason behind it?
So the sociology behind it is that because in Punjab, if they go to Canada, there is a sense of anonymity that is provided to them, whereas in Punjab that might be seen as being associated with a lower class, and in here also if we look at the economics of it, they are not paid well. Such labor work is not well paid, whereas in Canada it is paid quite well.
They're paid quite well.
To an extent, yes.
Mhm.
Even though there have been concerns regarding not receiving the minimum pay also.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why does Punjab does not want to share the excess water with any other country, any other state, which are not riparian states?
Yes, sir. Punjab, there are various reasons for it. First is that Punjab looks at it from a legal dimension, that the riparian state is the one who should have that water. Secondly, because Punjab is going through a major water crisis. So this is another reason which the government itself, the Punjab government, has said that they do not have any spare water to share. And third is that, sir, it is to an extent quite a sensitive issue when it comes to, in case of politics. So that is also a reason why the talks have not progressed. If we talk about the Satluj-Yamuna link.
That's an emotive issue among the people.
Yes, sir.
All right. And what about the last question? Do you see any revival of Khalistani movement?
Sir,
Has any Panthik committee or the Khalistan or Sikhs for Justice or anybody, has anybody prescribed the boundaries of Khalistan? Can you tell me about the Anandpur Sahib resolution? What was decided in Anandpur Sahib resolution?
Sir, the Anandpur Sahib resolution, it was about giving more autonomy to the states, and And also regarding the status of Chandigarh, that it should be given to Punjab. And in case of the Khalistan movement, well, what I think is that the elements that demand for a separate Sikh nation, they are mostly present outside. Such institutions and organizations, they are present in the other countries like Canada and UK. And in case of India, there are, in case of the Punjab here, such elements are, that is not a major idea here. There are some fringe elements that exist.
Okay, the very last question. Which is the most popular thing among men from your district, Patiala?
So if you're asking the infamous one, then it
There is nothing infamous or famous. It is your mind that tells you it's infamous or famous. It's all relative.
Yes, sir.
So what is infamous? Okay, let's hear the infamous.
Sir, it is the Patiala peg that is infamous.
You're spot on. What's wrong in that? Though I'm a teetotaler. But what's wrong in that? I don't find it's infamous. It's very famous. Anyway, thank you.
Can I take it forward from Patiala peg? What is the Patiala peg, by the way? How much does it measure?
Sir, it is from the base of the little finger to the index finger.
Oh, that's Patiala peg. Thank you. Okay, let's take on a different area and field altogether. National education policy has undergone a lot of changes, and this has been now documented as on 2020, wherein a number of amendments have taken place, number of schemes have been launched. First of all, please define what are the 5 pillars of the national education policy.
Sir, the new education policy, it focuses on increasing at the primary and secondary level. It focuses on increasing the gross enrollment ratio.
Yes.
And secondly, it also focuses on vocational education among the students. And in case of higher education, it has talked about.
What is the structure which has now been designed?
Yes, sir. It is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And if that be the structure,
Yes, sir.
my next question would follow is that the pedagogy of the primary schooling vis-a-vis the pedagogy for the secondary education, what distinction do you see?
Sir, the use of mother tongue in primary schooling has been encouraged. That is all I can recollect, sir.
The focus, you try to give me an answer, I'll give you a cue. But there, primary education is focusing on some key areas of cognitive learning, and then at the higher education. Anyway, let's go to another topic. You are a student of sociology. What could you think of 3 major social observations about Punjab?
Sir, in case of Punjab, first is that there is a low sex ratio in Punjab, and because of the patriarchal structure. Second is that if we look at it from a consumerist perspective, there is a lot of consumerism in Punjab, and that is also related to the problem of drug consumption. And so third is that there is also a new problem that is happening, is that there is a rise of more conversions, religious conversions in Punjab.
Is that a phenomena?
Yes, sir. There have been conversions to Christianity.
All right. Now, if you were to think of three schemes of the government of India which have actually touched your day-to-day life, what would those three schemes be?
Sir, from my own, which have impacted me.
Yes, it's you. Yeah, I want you.
Beneficiary.
Yeah, you're the yeah.
Day in and day out you use that.
You're giving sufficient cues.
Sir, there have been the shift of governance to more e-governance initiatives is a good
Define your answer.
a good measure, and that has helped me also in easier application of wherever I wish to apply, or quick delivery of such schemes. Sir, if you allow me, may I?
I know you've already taken a long time to give an answer to this. Digital payment,
Yes, sir.
Aadhaar, a lot of things. There are not many things which have touched your life and you are on a day-to-day basis
Yes,
affected
sir.
you. Anyway, now I'm passing on to my next honorable member.
Shivika, you have studied English language, political science, economics, etc. Lot of things. What is rule of 70?
Sir, I'm not.
You're not aware.
I'm not. Yes, sir.
If a country is progressing at a rate of, let's say, 7% every year, how many years it will take to double its GDP?
Sir.
You're a student of economics.
Yes, sir.
That is where rule of 70 is used. You divide the number 70 by 7, 10 years. So the country will take 10 years to double its GDP if constantly grows on an average 7%. If that is the criteria, how many years will it take for the Indian economy to become a developed world? A developed country, I mean, join the developed world.
So
What is the definition of a developed country?
Sir, in which there is a higher per capita income.
How much?
Sir, I'm not.
$13,000.
It's 13,000.
What is the GDP right now?
Sir, currently.
Current per capita, sorry, per capita GDP right now.
Sir, it is $2,200, almost
Correct.
$2,200.
All right. So now tell me, how many years it will take for our GDP to become, per capita GDP, to become $13,000?
Sir, so what the current finance minister
By the time you
has
retire
said-
from your service, okay? And it will be your journey to India's growth, a faster growth. All right, what do you understand by GI tag?
So GI tag, it is a geographical indication tag that is given to certain products that are associated with the certain area or locality, which is
Is there a GI tag given to Punjab?
yes, sir. There is a GI tag for Fulkari and Basmati rice,
Basmati rice comes from Punjab?
which is Basmati rice is shared. The GI tag is shared between
Okay.
5-6 states.
What is copper plate calligraphy? What do you do?
Sir, copper plate calligraphy, it is a form of calligraphy in which there is a pointed nib that is used, whereas in other forms there is a flat nib. So the pointed metal nib, it is slit from the middle, and the pressure of the hand, it decides what kind of strokes.
And
one
when you
wants.
say calligraphy, it is what are you printing? What are you making?
Sir, I jot down some good quotations that I like.
Oh, okay, all right. So, what have you done? And let's hear an example. What message have you written in your copper plate calligraphy?
Sir, I tend to write down some quotes that I like in beautiful
Which
handwriting.
quote? Which?
Like,
Yeah.
for example, I wrote a dialogue from Hamlet, to be or not to be.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Which drug is being misused mostly now by the youth in Punjab?
Sir, while traditionally the consumption of opium has been seen, today there is also a newer trend of shifting towards pharmaceutical drugs. That is especially seen in areas that are closer to pharma industries like Baddi. And
Can you name that drug?
sir, it is a drug called Signature, from what I have
Signature.
read.
I think it starts with M. Something like Menthis or something? No, you haven't never heard of this.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir, I have not.
IFS is your second choice.
Yes, sir.
Which language would you choose to learn in IFS?
Sir, while I haven't, I
Which
would,
is your most favorite language, foreign language in this world, which you would like to learn?
sir, I find German quite interesting.
German.
Yes, sir.
And why? Why is it interesting to you?
That is, it is a very personal reason.
Oh, okay.
Two of my friends, they are in Germany.
Oh, all right, all right. Last question. Make a sociological analysis of this panel. 3 points.
Yes.
3 points.
So first of all, it is a male-dominated
Correct.
panel,
Correct.
skewed towards a.
Dominated or is a male panel?
It is a male panel.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Second is that it does not show representation of all the ages. And
All with grey hair, mostly. Not you. Okay. Please.
All
All
fossilized.
fossilized.
Different stages of fossilization.
Shivika,
yes,
good evening.
good evening.
You have won a prize in essay writing in College Fest.
Yes,
What
sir.
was the title of the essay?
Sir, it was about agriculture and its impact on environment.
Okay. Have you read Why I Am an Atheist of Bhagat Singh?
I haven't read it, sir.
You haven't read it? You're a student of English literature as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me the aim of essay writing?
Sir, an essay, it can aim to bring about a change. For example, Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own is an essay that talks about women empowerment. It can also define certain aspects. For example, we can see that in essays of Francis Bacon, he talks about friendship or he talks about truth, and it can be a form of awareness creation. And
Okay. Shivika, you are a student of sociology.
yes,
You have been studying in Chandigarh IC from past 5-6 years.
yes, sir.
Describe Chandigarh as a sociologist.
Sir, Chandigarh, it is an urban area, and the people also, they have a very high per capita income here. Second is that even though it is an urban area, if we look at it from a gender perspective, the sex ratio, it still remains quite less. And that is all I can think of.
Okay. Tell me, what is subculture?
Sir, subculture, it refers to a culture that is different from the mainstream culture, and it is found in certain areas within the major culture.
What's the difference between subculture and counterculture?
while the subculture may not be against the mainstream culture, the counterculture is generally seen as being in contrast with the mainstream one.
Okay, from this English literature, can you give an example of subculture? Any poet, any writer, any kind of writing?
Sir, if we talk about the publishing of lyrical ballads by Wordsworth, that was a subculture that developed at that time against the previous period, which was more about following the rules and regulations in literature. Whereas with the publishing of that, a new culture, it was the beginning of a new culture that freed poetry from such restraints.
Okay, give me an example of counterculture from Punjab.
Sir, if we look at one is the rise of conversions. It is a we can look at it as a counter culture against the mainstream culture of dominant religion of Sikhism. And sir, while there has been a culture of immigration, today we are also seeing a counter culture where many are choosing to return back also, if we talk about the ground reality, because of the lack of enough opportunities abroad.
Okay, my last question, what is ethnocentrism?
Sir, ethnocentrism, it refers to when we look at other cultures by analyzing it on the basis of one's own culture as a benchmark. On the base,
You're near it. Okay, Shivika, thank you.
Okay, we come to the end of our formal interaction, Shivika. Your reaction to how you performed?
I think I was not good with economy.
When is your interview?
29 January.
29th. So, Shivika, you are an excellent candidate, but you suffer from a lot of self-doubt. You have a crisis of self-confidence. You appear very tentative, you are speaking in a very soft tone, and then after some time, you break off and then you look hopefully at the others as though, have I done enough to finish off at this point? You need to be much more, much bolder, much more self-belief. You've got all that it takes. You've got a very pleasant personality. You're articulate. You've got a sound knowledge base. Now build on these instead of letting these getting, fritter away. Don't fritter these away.
Yes.
And in the time which is left, prepare a bunch, say 30 or 40 of the possible questions. They come from your CV, they come from your, or rather DAF, they come from your DAFs, current affairs, and your subject.
Yes.
So make bullet points after coming to grips with each topic, 4 or 5 according to priority. Now, for instance, when I asked you why the civil services, you said diversity. That's not the way to start it. Public impact, that is number one. Diversity you get in any number of jobs, right? And if you don't know it, it's not a test of knowledge, it's a test of your personality. You don't know it, you don't know it, no hassle. Bullet train, that's the typical trick question and you fell for it.
Yes, sir.
Avoid that kind of a mistake. And you have to think on your feet. When the member asked you, what are the kind of technologies which have impacted you on a daily basis,
yes, sir.
then you did a lot of thinking, but then you were waffling away without coming to grips with the question. Answer has to be crisp, to the point, precise.
Yes, sir.
You have to nail it, and then within 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. And once you've nailed it, you just sit confidently without looking expectantly all around. All the best. You'll do very well.
Thank you, sir.
Just one comment I would like to make, that if you have to think longer, take the permission of the board. May I take a moment to think, or a couple of moments to think? That is better.
Yes.
Okay? All right.
And last observation, this probably by your habit, that after answering a particular question, you have a habit of twitching your mouth. That's
Okay.
it. So if you could avoid that, you have a beautiful smile, so you could always be normal.
Yes, sir.
So that was one area which I was observing, that every after question, she will twitch her mouth.
Don't be tentative.
Yeah, just have more confidence in
You have
yourself.
more confidence in it, and you have that
That's-
potential.
You have everything.
Let's go.
Okay?
You have
All
any
the best.
questions?
You have any questions?
You are
No,
okay?
Be frank. You have any questions?
Did you appear for interview last time also?
I did it in the 2021 attempt.
21. So
How much
what
did
was
you
your
get?
score in that?
132.
And
32.
okay, you missed the appointment by how many marks?
If I would have gotten around 180, I would have made into the list.
So still 50 marks short. So that is okay. And how do you find your mains were this time?
Comparatively better.
Comparatively better.
Yes, sir.
And how do you rate yourself in the interview now?
I feel quite better than last time, but I feel I also have that baggage of last
Just
time.
be confident. and
No.
That should be enough.
Let me tell you. You see, whatever has happened has happened.
Yes, sir.
Right. Forget about it. Like we find that पंजाबन है, हैं? कोई डाउट तो होता ही नहीं है। Why are you so doubtful? हर चीज को सवाल का जवाब आता है पर डाउटफुल है। अरे ठोक के बोलो। We have interviewed people जो जिनसे सवाल करो, बात हुई है 1980 में, बोल गया 2005 में हुई है और ठोक के बोल गया पूरे कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ। तुम अपनी बात तो सही से बोलो।
Yes, sir.
जो तुमको पता है उसको कॉन्फिडेंटली जवाब दो। एंड यू नो, halfway through your answers you start thinking. Either you stop,
Yes.
think and give complete answer, but don't stop between the answer and think and then respond on the second point.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है? How many mocks have you had
I've given around 7.
this year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 7 mocks.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what have people told you?
Mostly they've said to work on my
Gadi
current affairs and a bit on Punjab also.
Yeah.
But I think the most important part is to build your own self-confidence.
Yes, that also.
Information is immaterial.
You should, सीधा बोलते हैं ना, निश्चय कर अपनी जीत लड़ो। तो वो कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ ठोक के बोलो, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
You have the answers, you have the things, तो ठोक के बोलो।
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right.
All the best.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You will do well.
Thank you, sir.
All the best.
Thank you.